Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day. At sunrise, in a quiet capital, I'm about to embark on my own multi-country journey. Hi, I'm Matt, and welcome to this edition of Borders on Budgets. On this episode, I'm leaving Maputo, Mozambique, and heading for Nairobi, Kenya, on what will be my own personal planes, trains, and automobiles adventure. A slog of a hike. I'm nuclear free. Tree branch or part of a log. Jarka. Sweat. All right. On time. Before I leave Mozambique, I've got some extra metacalis, so let's do a small package of cashews. So a small package of cashews is 100 metacalis, or about $1.50 US. Thank you. As a capital city, Maputo is relatively small, so there isn't a lot of traffic on the main street during the morning rush hour. Maputo is about 100 kilometers from the South African border, and I'm returning to Johannesburg, which is 500 kilometers from here, because that's where the flight originates to get to Nairobi, Kenya. Not the most appetizing sight when either entering Mozambique for the first time or as my final memories of the country.
Please, let's go and stamp our passport. Please, don't leave anything in the coach. Take your handbags. Thank you. And your cell phone also.
Here's a bit of a contrast between wealth and the commoners. My passport's been stamped, 30 days in Mozambique are finished, and well, now to walk across the border to South Africa. I know when people want to be on camera.
Good doctor.
Okay.
How are you?
Good, thank you. I think I would get such a happy response at the, COVID test station. This welcome to Mozambique sign borders on impoverishment. Country number 2 on the day. Welcome to South Africa. Well, that was expedient. I was ushered to the front of the line because of the camera. He's a journalist.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Exhausted, actually. I'm just in the country for a day, so I catch a flight to Tambo. Another successful border crossing. It's a pit stop. Other than a place to stretch the legs, the only significance about this spot is about a couple hundred kilometers north of here is the famed Kruger National Park in South Africa. I'll take the smiling faces. Thank you. Thanks. Here's a mileage sign saying Maputo is 300 kilometers away, so that means we're more than halfway to Joburg. Let's pick up this story after we exit in Johannesburg. This is Johannesburg's Central Business District, otherwise known as the CBD, and trust me when I say there is very, very little redeeming features about this inner city ghetto. Nice pothole.
Welcome aboard Gautrain. This train will stop at Tambo International Airport.
From the grunge of Park Street bus station, the Gautrain heading to Johannesburg's OR Tambo International Airport is conveniently located close by, such that you actually don't have to walk outdoors in Johannesburg's inner city ghetto. Well, the third leg of this multinational 30-hour journey sees me on Uganda Airlines as I'm transiting from Johannesburg to Entebbe before then flying off to Nairobi, Kenya. I thought this flight would be a little bit more exciting. However, I can't complain when I've got a lot of space on what is an international flight with less than 30 passengers on board. Let's resume this video once we have a layover in Entebbe. Feeling unwell? Do you have coronavirus symptoms? Experiencing Ebola? Watch out for yellow fever. Have I landed at Entebbe International Airport for a convention for the World Health Organization? And now the last leg before hitting Nairobi, a second flight on Uganda Airlines. Hey, not a bad score for just a 47-minute flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and Uganda Airlines welcomes you to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Nairobi, Kenya, where the local time is 10 minutes to 7 and the outside temperature is 14 degrees Celsius.
I will gladly comment that not only was the flight smooth, but the immigration and the baggage pickup even smoother. Oh, by the way, Kenya e-visas, $50, good for 90 days, and I received mine after just 1 day after submitting the application. I've had 2 shuttles, each for 50 shillings, so $1 American, and that has brought me to central Nairobi. And 27 hours later, I have arrived at the hostel in Nairobi, Kenya.
Hello.
So here it is. 4 countries and 27 hours later, I find myself in a hostel, also in a quiet residential neighborhood. This has been another edition of Borders on Budgets. A reminder, Borders on Budgets. Okay. Local people.
Nice to meet you,
Natural
people.
sounds. Not shows where the border is from Nairobi, Kenya, where we started yesterday in Maputo, Mozambique. Thank you very much for tuning in, and after the break, I'll explain why I took this circuitous route of travel. A welcoming cup of coffee, although perhaps caffeine should not be in order right now, because I want to go to sleep, and I'll do so after I put down this camera. Regardless, it was easy for 27 hours of transit, and there was a reason why I chose to do this versus going directly from Maputo to Nairobi, and that eventually boiled down to, well, money. And so by going through Johannesburg, even with the cost of the Intercape bus and the 10 hours en route through the 600 kilometers from Maputo to Johannesburg. Eventually, I saved about $200 US, and I think that was worth the extra 12 to 15 hours in transit. Say, don't forget, if you've liked this video, do what Bob requests you to do. Give it a thumbs up, share it, comment, and of course, subscriptions to the channel are always appreciated. Thanks for joining me on this journey.